Nowadays, churches are facing a sartorial crisis of sorts, with brides being forced to shed out their age-old costume of wearing a white gown in her marriage and are being forced to wear white saris instead of the wedding gown. Well, the reason for this, which has been revealed, is that the authorities fail to understand whether the Western wedding gowns are Indian enough. Take a look. Though there is a general ban on wearing wedding gowns, various churches are independently issuing diktats against wearing gowns for wedding, asking the brides to keep propriety in mind while choosing a wedding dress. The ecclesiastical orders generally ask the brides to keep the cultural aspect in mind. One prominent church among them is Malankara Orthodox Church in Parumala. The church has made it mandatory that the brides should wear sari for the wedding. We do not allow brides to wear western gowns for wedding here. We expect them to wear a sari, and this ban has been on for quite some time, former MC Kuriakose, manager of a Parumala seminar, has told. He insisted that the decision should be seen in a cultural context. The priest said that the managing committee decided to ban wedding gowns as it created a lot of unnecessary controversies. Sari suits or cultural ethos, and it is liked by everyone, he said. Another Jacobite priest, Father George C. Kurian, felt that by wearing a deep neck or see-through gown, the sanity of marriage is being questioned. It is disrespectful to both the church and the Indian culture, he said. But he insisted that the church is not against modernity. It is just that we do not see western gown as a sign of modernity or sari as a sign of regressiveness. It is all about propriety, added the priest. It is learned that the wedding gown became controversial when a priest admonished a bride who was apparently wearing a gown with a deep neckline for her wedding. He refused to conduct the wedding ceremony until the bride shed her gown and wore a traditional sari. The bride, who had invested a fortune in the designer wedding gown, was left with no option but to do what the priest had told her, and the ceremony ended up on a happy note. This stand by the churches has nipped many sanctum dreams in the bud. Some see the whole issue as symbolic of the Jacobite church, which is caught in between the Indian ethos and Western influences. Jacobite and Orthodox churches are extremely conscious of its Indian identity. They are keener to retain their Indian identity than the Catholics, who look up on the Pope in Rome, said Gevargies Matthew, an academician who has studied about the Indianization of Christianity. Interestingly, the dress of the groom, which is normally a three-piece suit or the traditional kurta and dhoti, has not raised any eyebrows.